You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden. I'm so scared. For a second, you thought you saw movement. Yeah, right over there. It could have been an animal. It could have been something else. Whatever it was, it's gone now. It was probably just a raccoon. No, it wasn't. But the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, if only to prove that it was nothing. At the very least, you don't see anything now. You notice what a good view someone would have of your window if they stood where you're standing right now. Check the ground for clues. You crouch down, pushing aside the greenery to examine the soft earth. There's a footprint. A footprint. A big footprint. And what looks like some kind of viscera. Your thoughts turn to the spectre from the night before. You get up, leaving Tabitha's office, and once again stepping out into the fresh air. This cafeteria sign is not as obvious as Tabitha made it out to be. All the gray, corrugated buildings look vaguely the same. You aren't quite sure what direction you should start heading in. Get it from a nearby group of miners. You approach them. You could cut to the chase and ask where the cafeteria is, but you are here among the workers unsupervised. What's the harm in asking if any of them have seen anything unusual?
You got a reason to be bothering us?
Seen anything weird lately? The miners look you up and down.
Weird? How?
Like weird noises coming from the woods?
Not a peep. We're underground most of the day, though.
You know, I heard something unusual the other night, though it might have been an owl or something, but it didn't sound right. I think that's her. That's why I'm doing that voice. I'm not sure though.
It was an owl, you're just not used to the local wildlife yet.
Have you run into any weird animals?
Nope.
You've been talking to the townie?
The one the boss gave a lifetime ban to?
Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her videos are actually pretty good. But you know, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird. I haven't been seeing many animals at all lately. Used to be I'd see all sorts of critters. Now it's mostly birds.
This is your first year up here, ain't it? Just not used to the seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating, that's all. I don't know, she's got a point. I've been up here 5 years now, and it's never been like this before. Ha! Maybe it's the global warming then. I think they're calling it climate change now.
I've got a couple of other questions. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne?
Yeah, we knew him. He was such a cut up, missed that dude.
I met him last night.
Wait, what? No way.
Isn't that the guy you said was,
Well, I guess he ain't, and he hasn't even skipped town, huh? A pretty unexpected turn of events, if you ask me.
What a relief. Thought something awful had happened to the poor guy. Trust him. What do you think happened to him?
Ain't no place to talk about it, least of all not with the boss's cousin. I didn't even introduce myself.
So I met this guy on the bus. Wore a beanie and a shirt that said I want to, yeah. He said he had some friends working the mines up here.
A lot of people wear beanies.
He gave me some boiled peanuts. Do you want any?
Pass.
No thanks.
I'm good.
Now, is there anything else we can help you with? I'm looking for the cafeteria.
I'm going to do you a favor and not tell you where it is. Oh, come on, Zax, go easy on her. I am going easy on her. The caf is slop. You're better off grabbing a bite at the diner, only good establishment in town. I don't know, the mac and cheese is pretty decent. The mac and cheese is the only thing that's decent, and we all know why that is. Come on, let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyways.
So much for getting a straight answer. The cafeteria remains a hidden treasure, and you remain without a map. Approach another group.
Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin, can we help you with something?
How do you know that?
We saw you walk in with her.
Do any of you know a man named Wayne?
Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne?
What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? I heard he went missing.
Dead, more like. No, come on, man, there's no way. How could he just die? I don't know. Why don't you ask his girlfriend?
Yikes, do you think? No. No way.
Just saying, he wasn't exactly the first fella to fall for her, charms. Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history, lots of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift.
I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Do you know this guy I met on the bus? He said he had some friends up here.
Maybe. What's he like?
You tell him about your encounter on the bus yesterday. I really don't remember that because for me it's like a year ago. I think I probably remember someone like that. Yeah, he's no friend of mine, that's for sure. Never met him.
Don't know him.
Ever seen anything out of the ordinary?
Weird how?
Noises? Nothing but screech owls. Sightings? Strange question. We don't exactly get out much. What does this have to do with Wayne? That's all. Anything else? Trying to find the cafeteria. Oh, sure, it's right over by... It's hard to find. I'll take you. Sure, get your brownie points. Later, man. Come on, let's walk. The half-faced young man starts walking along with you, an anxious energy in his step, and he escorts you to a building whose cafeteria sign was definitely much smaller than Tabitha made it out to be. You line up at the steaming piles of subpar food, undoubtedly made as cheaply as possible, judging by your cousin's business practices. Still, it smells good enough, and you find your mouth watering in anticipation of the bland offerings. You said something earlier about seeing Wayne. No, I didn't. I said he went missing. The man's voice is quiet and nervous. Did Tabitha see him? Did she say anything to you about him? I saw him last night. He's really scary. Oh, thank God. Everyone thought he was dead. It doesn't sound like him, though. He's not. Oh, are we talking about a certain young man who may or may not have caught the boss's eye?
That Sam Wayne fella, wasn't it? Whatever.
If anyone asks, we never talked. Got it? I don't want to disappear, too. Isaac obviously has more to say, but this isn't the time and place to coax more information out of him. Slip him your contact info. You scribble your phone number onto a scrap of paper. Hey, thanks for the help. You reach towards Isaac and shake his hand, passing your note to his palm.
Don't mention it.
And then he's gone.
What's got the kid so jumpy? It's like you never heard of a guy running off because he got broke up with before. Yep, I've skipped town over this. Oh, it's my lucky day. They got the chicken and dumplings.
What do you know about this Wayne fellow? All I know is that a certain someone got involved with somebody he shouldn't have, and nobody in camp's seen him since. I figured he'd just run off to live in that big mansion with his Belle. The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed a slight bit of interest in you, or any woman at all.
Fair enough.
Are you talking about Tabitha?
Yep.
You'd best get going. Wouldn't want that hot meal to go cold. No reason to stay here any longer. Interesting. Step back out into the weak sunlight, clutching the containers of various beige slobs, and start making your way back towards the trailer. But you don't make it far. Something stops you. A strange uneasiness, a feeling of being watched, the smell of sick flesh.
Miko, I wish you could have stayed at the estate. It's dangerous here.
Do you need help? It looks like you're hurt.
So you aren't afraid of me? Good.
Protect yourself before worrying over others, Miko. There are other forces at play here, trying to pull you in their own directions. They've already made things more difficult for us both. I hope you have the strength to survive what they intend to put you through. For both our sakes. I'm the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. I can't do a scary voice. Yeah, but where were you while I was in the woods? What's going to happen? I'll be watching you. Walk back like nothing happened. Let's do that. Casually continue on your way, returning to the hill where Tabitha's trailer is perched. He meets you at the door. Took you long enough. What, was there a long line? There's this creepy miner, he keeps following me. Wayne? I don't know what to tell you. Look, I'm sure if you ask around about him, you'll hear some rumors, especially from my employees. They like to gossip. There was a man named Sam Wayne who worked here for a spell, then he disappeared. It happens all the time in this line of work. People show up for a job from out of town and they disappear one day after getting paid. I don't know what happened to the man. I didn't even know if he was still alive, but of course my workers blame me for running him off. Whatever. It's easy to blame the mean boss for that sort of thing. If you've seen him around, that's news to me, and also none of my business as he is no longer. Your cousin's attention is suddenly drawn elsewhere. She stares past you, focusing on something in the distance. Is that Stella? How many times do I have to tell her she's banned before she understands what that means? Tabitha shuts the door and you both march your way down the hill. As you and Tabitha approach, you're able to pick out snippets of Stella's conversation with the miners. Ditchlings? My grandma used to tell me stories about them. Claims she saw one once, and that's why she always had such bad luck. Johnson, I think that's the boss storming over. Is it now? Sure is. Suppose that's our cue. Pardon us. Tabby, Miko, hey, I was just trespassing? Well, yeah, but I have a good reason this time. Shit, I knew we needed a lookout. Is there someone talking to you through an earpiece? Kanika, is that you on the other end? Stella hastily removes her earbud, muffling the other voice. Sorry, Tabby, it's just that Oscar's kid, Rosalina, has been missing since yesterday, so we decided to ask around to see if anybody had seen her. And while we were at it, we were also seeing if anybody had encountered these things we saw in the woods last night, ditchlings. That Sybil said are like little Mothman foretelling doom. Stella. And also, there's this guy called Wayne who used to work here and who Kanika says is super creepy and sick and... Stella! Yeah? Just stop. Stop talking. It's not like I was filming or anything. I'm barely here, I promise. You are standing right in front of me, extremely here. Why didn't you check the usual teen hunts for that kid? The Maxwell place or the gas station or whatever. Anywhere but here, where you are explicitly not allowed to be. I mean, it's the site of one of the worst catastrophes that ever befell the town. If there's another one coming, it makes sense, doesn't it? That's what our research pointed us towards, at least. Our research? Who's we? You and Kanika? Yeah, she would think something awful was going to happen up here. She hates me and everything I stand for and thinks the town would be some bustling utopia if I wasn't around to ruin it. When in reality, we both know it wouldn't exist without me. Whatever you're looking for, you're barking up the wrong tree, so just go someplace else before... Who is that? Kanika? Tabitha once again trails off. Both she and Stella have noticed the girl with the dark braid and glasses sneaking along the ridge. It's Rosalina! Kanika, we found her. She's headed up the hill. Up the hill? She's not headed for the old mine, is she? The one that collapsed? We better go after her before somebody gets killed up there. You've got to be kidding me. No, this is great. I'll just go let her know Oscar's looking for her. Then we can get out of your hair. Bye, Tabby. See you around. Stella hurries after the girl, disappearing over the hill. Damn it. I'm never going to finish my spreadsheets. Nobody needs to be playing around in those mines. We better go break this up. You can vaguely hear voices emanating from the boarded-up entrance to the old mine. They went in, Does Stella have no sense of self-preservation? That way, I said I should look out for myself. We're not going into the mines, are we? Will you shut up about him? I don't like the thought of you walking around an abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended while it gets dark. You should be safe enough with me there to guide the way. She huffs her way up to the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness. Well, guess we have no choice. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expect, the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. I take it you know which mine we're in? This isn't the one that collapsed 100 years ago, is it? The one that killed a bunch of people? The one that killed 168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. It almost ruined my family. Lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing. Trapped on the rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or burns, or dehydration. It took a week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. Can't say I blame them. You spent a lot of time thinking about this place, haven't you? I have. There are still bodies down here that were never recovered. 168 people climbed down to their deaths that day, unaware of the hand they'd been dealt until they were literally buried by it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our debt is due. Her ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock echoing from deep in the mine. What the hell was that? Probably another delinquent looking for a lifetime ban from my property. Come on, it came from this way. She hastens her pace and quickly disappears deeper into the mine. Follow her. You take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha can pick up snippets of a tense argument. Disdainful teen girl. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. Defensive teen girl. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Come on, kiddos. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. We're not kids. Teen boy. Yeah, we're teens. Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that Stella managed to drag Kanika out here. She avoids me like the plague. What's the deal with you and Kanika? Honestly, I have no idea. I don't hold anything against her, aside from the fact that she's always hated me. She probably just got jealous that Stella and I started spending time together, but that was years ago, so who knows? What do you think of Kanika? I think the two of us are more alike than she'd ever care to admit. I respect her, but don't tell her I said that. I wouldn't want to appear weak. Let's move on. They're close. They're all here. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageway gave way to a small cavern. Within, a group of teens engages Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach. Hoodie girl. My dad is a foreman at a continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left, so it's actually really safe and we can hang out here whenever we want. Blade girl. Wait, Becca, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job in the morning. What? Oh shit. Oh, hey, Tabby and Miko. I guess you two got up to us.
Hanging around with Tabitha today, I guess? Well, at least maybe you two can talk some sense into these kids. They clearly don't respect my authority.
Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point.
Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Oh, come on, this place is way sturdy. Check it out. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. Not taken, the other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina, you're chill and smart too. Enough. The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm putting my mother in the ground this week. I do not have the patience to deal with children. I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Oh, come on, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous things all the time, and I still do dangerous things now. Who are we to tell them where they can hang out? I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mind is not a clear enough message for you? Hell yeah, Tabitha. Tear the sad 20-something to shreds. Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. So she's sad, so what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Sane. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property. Tabitha. Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? And I should care because? Because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that like bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted. I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it, like I'm still a little kid. Ah, you're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyway. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know. I rest my case. Wait, what do you say about child labor? I'm sure Oscar's doing this to protect you. From what? Even if ghosts were real, what would they even do? Yell boo in your face? Yeah, that's real scary. It totally justifies living in a dusty old library. Yo, we should break in and ghost bust it or something. Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved.
You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella goes past your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There's no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any one of many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Thank you for watching. Curious what happens next? Subscribe to my page so you don't miss anything.